Today's sponsored merch is Go Far Clothing. That's right. Y'all know what it is. Pop your collar with me, spend $1 with me. Let's go! Big buck. So I was saying, what neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, you grew up in?
I grew up, back and forth between North and down the bottom, 41st and Brown, 41st and Ogden, 39th and Poplar, 42nd and Wyalusing, all around there. But, the shit really, was coming up was like 41st
What schools
and
you
Brown.
went to?
I went to Salzburger, I went to Leidy, I went to a lot of schools.
I went to Bergen.
I was always getting kicked out of schools. I think it was like 86.
Okay.
85,
I ain't
86.
get there till 92. 92, yeah, 91, 92. There's my days in Berger, but
Yeah, I went to OV Cato. I went to ES Miller. Cato on 42nd and Ludlow, right. ES Miller on 43rd and Westminster.
Fact.
So, I just
people gonna know them motherfucking shit you talking about, them schools, man. Yeah, that was a legendary school.
Yeah, I'm
Kango and East Spencer Miller. That's all the bag. Tell them what
you had to fight every day at the school. It was some shit going down. After the fighting was over, niggas accept you. It didn't matter whether you want to lose. You just had to fight. Niggas ain't care. They just wanted some wreck.
Right. They didn't want that many guns out like that.
No. Ain't nobody really kept.
What's some of the things you seen growing up in them neighborhoods?
Well, when we talk about, what we don't talk about is the trauma we face coming up, in the hood. And before it's over, it's another one, planted on top of that. However, my earliest, childhood trauma was seeing a bunch of white cops beat my mom on 42nd and Wyalusing. That was one of the things that, really, really stuck with me.
Give me years.
That was whatever. Shit, that was maybe 1980, 1981. I seen that shit. I was
early
I was
80s.
I was 5, 6 years
crack,
old.
or was that when crack? No, crack came out 86, right?
Yeah, that was before crack came out. That's when Rizzo boys was still around. Police Commissioner Rizzo, and they was cracking his head open, and they didn't discriminate. They didn't discriminate. Woman or male.
He was racist for real.
He was racist for real. And them cops, what's up, black? Chilling. They did a number on my mom. When I remember them trying to go help her, right. And they was holding me back. But
how old was you?
I was about 5, 6 years old.
Dang, but you can. I think what's the age you think that you can remember for
Shit.
I think it's 4 or 5. I can say 5 or 6 for me.
Well, yeah,
that you can start remembering.
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah. I didn't really have no concept of time when I was a little kid.
Right.
So you don't really be
you was
thinking about
advanced.
time.
Could you say you was advanced?
I could say I was advanced.
Okay.
But cause I was the little kid, always into some shit. Hanging around the grown-ups, going to the store for the, the taboo people, the people that everybody told you to stay away from. Them was the people that, I gravitated towards.
Right.
They sent me to the store.
Not to cut you off,
Uh-huh.
Was it violence when you was in them areas? Did you see any, murders or stabbing, shootings?
Fights?
Yeah. Well, of course it was fights. That's the fight area.
Well, that's what it was. For the most part, it was, mostly, fights. And then, the shooting shit, people got rid of that. They either took a nigga to the hospital or they took him somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I didn't ask questions because
right.
It wasn't none of my business.
And it was I just want people to recognize, right, back in them days, right? It was you could fight somebody and y'all be cool, y'all come out and shake hands, y'all be playing together in an hour. Not even an hour, probably 10 minutes.
It was a fair one. If you had a disagreement or you ain't or somebody was disrespectful, you had a fair one. And that's what I'm saying, you get out in the street and fight. And a lot of times, your parent might tell you to fight somebody because, the boy disrespected your mom or something. Your mom yeah, you better whoop that little boy ass, don't whoop the ass, he out of pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the neighborhoods. Everybody had you know what I'm saying, the green light to come at you if you was out of pocket.
Right.
Like grip you up, smack you on the ass or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you might get it when your mom got home. But
Well, you definitely got it when your mom got home.
you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, but
Whole
I mean,
neighborhood
like,
take turns
right,
on
because
your ass.
you know, we really stuck to the village thing. You know what I
Right.
mean? You know, once upon a time. Now the village thing is gone. And if you tell your child, somebody's child to get out of the street because they might get hit by a car, you know what I mean, if the kid don't like your tone, they go tell they mom or dad, and they come back and want to shoot you now when you was just trying to look out for their kid. That's
Right.
crazy.
Okay. So what was the high schools you went to?
And I ain't make it to no regular high schools. Like, I mean, I think the highest I got in the school, I think, was the Fitzsimons.
Okay.
And I got kicked out of there, and I never made it out of Cato or East Spencer Miller.
Okay.
I wound up getting my GED while I was in prison.
Okay. You know, what some of the things led up to you going to prison?
Well,
how old was you when you first went to prison?
when I first did my first bid, I was 19 years old.
Okay.
I had a bunch of gun charges, robberies, and aggravated assaults.
Okay.
And when it all boiled down, I got 6.5 to 15. I did about 7 years. You know, I came home.
As a kid, 19?
Well, yeah, I was 19. I came home when I was about like 26 or 27. I went to a halfway house. That shit ain't work up. I wound up going down Atlanta on the run. I got caught up down there, and I came back. I did like 5 more years off of that.
Okay.
Then I maxed that
What was
sentence
some
out
of
in
your
09.
charges? Well, you said some of your charges, like, well, how was you? Like, what corrupted you to the? I mean, how did you get on? First of all, I'm sorry. Let me rewind it a little bit because your story is interesting, so I'm gonna slow it down a little bit.
All right.
How old was you when you jumped off the step?
I wasn't never on the steps.
Okay.
I wasn't never on the steps. I was a little charismatic, little fat kid, and I could talk myself into any situation, or I just walked up and people would just tell me, you know, what was going on or what they was doing.
Because you say you was a hustler, robber.
Right. I mean, I was a hustler. That's like hustling was my first love.
Right.
I shoveled snow. I cleaned the tools with my uncle. My Uncle Calvin used to come get me and take me on his little tri-state routes. I always was hustling. I bagged bags. I carried bags from the shopping cart to people bags. Everything was a hustle back
Pump
then.
gas, pump gas.
Pump gas, pitching quarters, watching windows, like whatever it was, like, you know what I mean, you know, was the hustle. Right. It was all a hustle. You know what I mean? You know, as I got older, you know, grew up and the crack shit hit, you know what I'm saying? That's when things, you know, came, you know, more to the street shit.
How was your household? Did you have 2 parents?
No, I didn't have 2 parents. I had, you know, I
Streets raised you?
No. I mean, my mom did her best. You understand what I'm saying? The streets pool was just greater than, you know, anything. You know what I mean? You know, my mom, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is who I live with. You know what I mean? You know, my mom.
Shout out
you
to
know,
your mom,
and my auntie. Like,
Big
I mean, you
ups
know,
to her.
Beverly and Vivian, they the greatest rider chicks.
Shout them out.
Beverly and Vivian is the greatest rider chicks any young brother could ever have throughout his life. They rode for me for my first bid at 13. Yes, I'm saying, to me just coming home Christmas Eve of 2025.
Grip check. Y'all see him with them things on. I do that in my job. You'll see the drip check, John. You know what I mean? Just something I do, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
It don't matter what you got on, it's just your swag, that's all.
No doubt, I feel you. But yeah, they was there. Like, I mean, you know, every bid, if I was in Pittsburgh, if I was at Huntington, wherever I was, you know, they was there to visit. Like, I mean, you know, bringing up, you know, my son, you know what I mean, or whatever.
Yeah, the support system.
Yeah.
Excuse the ice cream truck, yo.
Yeah.
So we basically had this nice support system, like you were saying.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they always been, you know, the best part of my support network. But I got, you know.
Raise your plate and put it on the table.
Say hi, support system.
Who?
Say hi, support system.
Hey.
That's mine right there.
I was just talking about you and you came up, so I was saying you the best support system a brother could have. You've been riding all the bids since I was 13, you know.
Yeah.
It's over, right?
Big ol' mom right there.
Yeah.
Listen, I want them to tell you.
All right.
Dr. Wiley.
All right.
But your food is on the table.
All right. I'll be in a minute.
See that? Still got the support system holding
Yeah.
him down. See that? You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave that in there too. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Cause that's real shit. You get to see the real. You know what I mean? This brother been through a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? He here telling his story right now. You know what I'm saying? So basically, y'all see the support system right there. All right. Now you were saying, all right. Basically, you were saying you was going in and out since 19. How old are you now?
I'm 51.
51, man.
I'll be
Bless you,
52.
brother.
You know what I mean? Inshallah, June 7th.
So you spend more time in jail than you spend on the street.
Unfortunately, that is the case.
How much time altogether?
I'm saying like about 30.
Damn.
So like yeah, like my first bid was like a 6.5 to 15.
Right.
I did like 7 off the rip.
Okay. With your last bid?
My last bid, I had 8 to 20. I did 16 and some
16.
change.
Right. We ain't gonna get
Came
in your
home.
case and none of
I
that.
came home Christmas Eve at 25.
You won't say you still on papers. We ain't gonna talk about your case and nothing like that because you still got shit going on.
No
Was it
doubt.
something violent that you was in jail for?
Yes, you know that's my you know.
Do you feel to talk about it?
You know I mean, you know, robberies, attempted murder, like all my crimes have been, you know, basically violent. Like I mean, you know, I'm not gonna say I started it, but I finished it.
You probably don't remember all the jails. Can you name some of the jails you've been through?
Oh yeah, I've been through Bradford, Huntington, Cole Township, Chester, Smithfield, Camp Hill, and some other Jones. I don't remember, but you know, I've been around.
I'm gonna holler at a couple brothers because they got this show, right? That joint going up. It's bigger than my channel. But you know what I'm saying? I want to throw them the hoop. You know what I'm saying? It's called Tales from the Jail. I'm gonna send you their channel too. And if you want to reach out to them too, if not, I'll reach out to them and tell them about you. And you probably think, I mean, it ain't about the bread, but
Yeah, no doubt.
it'll be a bigger platform than this for you.
Shout out to Mr. Edwards. He was an instructor up at SCI Phoenix. He got a joint called GetFreeAndStayFree.com. Like he really
You
was
on
for
there?
the men. No, I really ain't got a chance to, you know, get up with him yet, but
This your
I'm putting
chance
this
right
in my
here.
mind. Like, you know what I'm saying, you know, like, yeah, Mr. Edwards, he real, my bad, Mr. Jacobs, I'm sorry, Mr. Jacobs. Real good dude, always for the men, you know, made sure, you know, when we was in our phases of, you know, going through reentry, he put us where we needed to be to
Is
get
he
where
an
we needed
inmate
to be.
or like one of the
No,
prisoners?
he was an actual instructor up there for the warehouse operation class.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know, he did, you know what I mean? You know, he made sure that, you know, we did the studying and we did what we needed to do to pass them classes to get the credentials. So when we got out here, we wasn't working with nothing. Like, I mean, a lot of time dudes do they time and they running around, getting high, doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? And they don't got nothing. Like, I mean, you know, that one class was like 6 certifications in that one class. A
Okay.
flagger, a forklift, OSHA 30, and, you know, some other Jones. So again, like, he made sure, you know, that, you know, those of us who was coming out here soon was prepared, you know what I mean, you know, for the workforce.
Right. You pick some of the trades up?
Absolutely.
What you want to talk about it?
Well, I took a culinary class, you know what I mean? And I mean, I grew up as a jack of all trades, master none. So I just honed my skills some more. You know, I do a little bit of everything: plumbing, electrician, you know, construction, brick mason. Like, I mean, I picked up a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? You know.
Like, can I ask you one question? Do you think jail saved your life?
Absolutely. And that's the bad thing about it. It was a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean? If I'd have stayed out here doing what I was doing, you know, running down on shit, you know what I mean? Somebody would have, you know, caught me slipping and punched my clock. So absolutely jail saved my life and it helped me become, you know, a better man. The man that's sitting here before you today.
Was you ever locked up with somebody, a victim that you somebody like you robbed or did something to or had beef with in the jail?
Yeah, it happened like early on. Like I robbed the boy, and he was trying to figure out who I was, and we was in the same section at DC.
Okay.
But I posted bail before he actually figured out who I was.
Okay. He was
So,
major ball. You think he probably had pulled it where he could have got hands on you?
I mean, not if I ain't get my hands on him first.
Facts.
Like, you know, like
This part one, I
He
ain't
was-
gonna burn everybody out,
he
right?
was, yeah, he.
So I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions, and then we're gonna come back. Maybe we're gonna do part two, cause you know what I'm saying?
All right, you know,
Your story deep, they
And
gonna
you know,
fuck with you.
you heard to say my food getting cold.
Right, and
All right.
that's why, and that too, but, right. All right, this is the last question I'm gonna ask you. What's the worst thing you seen happen in jail to someone, like getting violated?
I seen the boy get stabbed in the shower, like real crazy. And he was in the fucking doorway, you know, when the boy got done with him. I mean, so I had to like pull the door, like to push his body out the way to get the fuck out of there.
He was dead? Was he dead or he was?
I don't know. He was bleeding, you know, he was shaking a little bit, but I don't know. I needed
Probably
to
never
get the
seen
fuck
that
out of
nigga
there.
again, huh?
No, actually I didn't.
That's crazy. Thank you for coming on the Fargo show, man. You want to shout anybody out before we close this out?
I gotta shout my bros out. Like, I mean, you know, my trench brothers. Like, I mean, the loyalest niggas I know. Reem, aka Kareem Brown, and my man Animal. Yes, I'm saying, you know, Big Will. Like, I mean, that's it.
What's one thing you think we can do to stop some of the violence in our city?
Let these niggas learn how to fight, and these little niggas get back to the fair one days.
All right.
Like, I mean, you know, it's not ever gonna be, you know, a violent free world. But like when we knew how to use our hands, and we got out here and we shot fair ones. You know what I mean? You know, you always lived to talk about it, or we was friends later on that day. You know what I mean? You know, everybody is scared, you know, to take a loss. You understand what I'm saying? But when you kill somebody and you end up in prison for the rest of your life, you lose everything.
In
You know what
part
I mean?
two, that's what we're going to talk about on part two, about some of the do's and don'ts when you locked up and some of the rules in there. We off this bitch. Let's get it.